Hey guys, welcome to the patio. It's a small house tonight. Well, it's never small when me and Fortenberry involved. But right. We got a lot to talk about. We're in the new month. If you notice, our little sash on our screen is pink. You know what that's in honor of, Fortenberry?
What's pink?
Come on, man.
It's our favorite color. It's just like Aerosmith.
Breast cancer awareness.
Where? Is it on the screen right now?
No, but it's on our slide, on our logo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Breast cancer awareness.
Breast cancer awareness month is October. But look, Trump.
That's in October?
Next month, we're going to do brown for prostate awareness.
What? Find that button. But look, we got Donald Trump's in trouble again. They're claiming that he's a big fraud because he claims his properties are worth more than they should be. We got Jamal Bowman. He thinks he's a fire marshal or something. We'll call him Fire Marshal Bowman. Fire Marshal Bowman doing those type of things. But first and foremost tonight, Father Fortenberry, how are you?
I mean, you could have left it like it was, just three of us. What's up, people?
I prefer the one-on-one.
Yeah, okay. Right there. Well, so look, Donnie Wayne gave this this Founders All Night IPA. It's okay, but I have already been partaking in the rare breed.
Partooken.
Is that what she said?
It's got a glare on it. That's all right. It's rare breed, trust me. Hoggo looks pissed. He should be. They got the brains kicked in.
That's bad. That's real bad. TW, look at him representing the Marion Patriots.
Scratching his ears and stuff.
Hair looking all nice, almost like it's made for a T-shirt or something. Look at him.
Oh, no. I think Jamie called me Donnie Wang a while ago. That's what it sounded like.
No, he's got a
I shared with Jamie tonight. We got a variety pack.
He's got a speech impediment. Shout out to our two watchers, Ginger watching on YouTube, and we got Elise watching on TikTok.
What's up, Elise?
Thanks for stopping by. Let's jump right into the news, guys. GOP wants Jamal Bowman punished after he triggered a fire alarm on Saturday. So to set this up, there's a vote to take place on, I was going to say reparations.
It ain't reparations.
But it ain't reparations. But to fund the government, to keep the government from shutting down.
Reparations and government.
Yeah, look, it's been a Monday. That's all I'm going to say. It's a Monday. Jamal Bowman, Democrat from New York, says he mistakenly triggered a fire alarm in a congressional office building Saturday afternoon as elected officials were preparing to vote on a spending bill to avert a potential government shutdown. So how did he mistakenly trigger a fire alarm?
One of his buddies said, "Hey, I'll give you $20. You pull that fire alarm."
Look, so here's my take on this. If your only excuse is I'm an idiot and don't know how to work a door, do we really need you as elected official?
He says, I'm embarrassed. Y'all heard me snort a little bit. I'm embarrassed to admit that I activated the fire alarm mistakenly thinking it would open the door. He said, I regret this. Sincerely apologize for any confusion this caused.
I'm assuming it's one of the red ones with the handle that's labeled.
Is it fire alarm?
It says fire alarm, not open door.
And the door, as a matter of fact, had a push button that said if door active or pushed open for like more than 30 seconds, fire alarm will activate. So either way.
Have you ever pulled anything like that to open a door before? Ever in your whole life?
Well, they have the little things, the little push buttons, but it's not.
He thought it was a handicap door. He thought he had to push the button to get the door to open automatically.
Look, let's face it. The dude was trying to stop a vote.
That's something you do when, like,
yeah,
you're
but why
in high
would
school.
He? Don't they want the vote
want to get out of school, right? You pull the alarm.
The rumor is, I'm sorry, what did you say, Donnie?
That's like a high school thing.
Yes.
It's like, hey, man, we got a test, sixth period. Let's pull the alarm and mess sixth period up.
So the theory is that if the vote didn't pass, it would look bad on the Republicans, and they could be like, oh, look here, see, Republicans are shutting down the government. Either way, the dude's an idiot. But, I mean, I think it's pretty – he didn't accidentally pull this thing.
Maybe that's what happened to the insurrectionists. They inadvertently just accidentally open the door to the Capitol.
He should have did the trip thing where he trips and falls like 30 feet and then accidentally pulls it.
So what he did is the exact crime that they are sentencing people to 17 years in prison for. The exact same crime. Stopping a government function or whatever it's called.
Is that what the insurrection
Yes, that is what they were charged with. It wasn't function. It was
they're a little different.
It was hindering a government procedure or something like that.
They're a little different, but I see where you go.
No, it's the exact same
Just
thing.
because the man was wearing horns and a loincloth.
He got off, though.
After several years.
Well, he only spent
But think about all the money he's making off yoga pants now.
True.
And them horns, I'd be selling the heck out of them.
So the point being, this goes back to rules for thee and not for me. I mean, it's the exact same crime that people are facing 17 to 20 years in prison for.
If Miss Bates was here, we could say, do what thou won't, do what thou wilt.
That's right. Look, the guy should go to jail. Period in a sentence. Purred.
What if he made a mistake?
He didn't. What if those guys made a mistake? Didn't mean to run in the.
I'm sure they think it's a mistake now. But did you know it's a mistake?
But like they weren't charged with well, but there was someone were charged with
It'd probably be kind of tough to pull the dude. It's probably a misdemeanor at best, even if you pull it on purpose.
No, if he pulled it on purpose, he was stopping a government procedure.
Maybe not.
So maybe the people at January 6th weren't. I mean, you can't. If you can't.
Is that what they did? They pulled.
If you can't assign his intent, you can't assign their intent.
So
we'll agree to disagree, kind sir.
No, we won't.
No, we're gonna battle to death right here on Live from the Patio.
To the death.
So,
or at least till I'm winded, whichever comes first.
So agree to disagree. So is that what's going to happen in the Trump case? Are they going to agree to disagree over the values of his properties?
Look,
this is the weirdest
if
crap.
they sell Mar-a-Lago for $18 million, I think I can get a group together to buy it.
So
you can get a loan. You can get a signature loan for that.
It makes $25 million a year.
You probably could. There'd probably be a bank be like, sure, we'll give it to you. Why not?
I mean, they said it makes $25 million a year.
And they're going to sell it for how much?
They said the judge says it's worth $18 million.
The problem is that they are claiming that Donald Trump made a lot of money off of inflating the values of his properties.
Why
And
do
for
they
that,
care?
for that, they took away his business license.
But how does he inflate the value of his property?
By saying it's worth more than it.
But
You can say whatever.
So I mean, if I say my home's worth $500,000, is that illegal?
Apparently.
I mean, you can put an old
You're
gremlin.
now on record. I'm suing you. Your home's not worth
Look, somebody
$500,000.
buy it from me $500,000.
Jamie, we're going to go buy an old gremlin for like $500 and tell everybody it's worth $100K. There you go.
Somebody's torturing the dog.
Yeah.
It must be your daughter. Former President Donald Trump's civil trial for business fraud began Monday at a New York State courthouse in Manhattan, where Trump is appearing in person. New York Attorney General Letitia James. That sounds like a cool name, doesn't it?
Letitia?
Alleges Trump defrauded lenders by inflating the value of his assets.
It's a daughter of Rick.
So
James.
look, if you go to buy a home or go buy something, did they take your word for how much your value of
I
your
would
property
think
is?
not.
No, you get a thing called an appraisal, which is what should happen at like anything you're selling. You got to get an appraisal, right?
Yes. I mean, yeah. Who?
If you're getting a loan, anyways.
So they're saying that he took a loan out of his property and that he shot the price more than what it was worth.
I'm not even sure they're saying that. I'm not sure what they're saying. All I know is this is weird stuff we're dealing with. Weird stuff.
So what I do know is, by all accounts, his home in Mar-a-Lago is worth probably at minimum a couple hundred $1 million.
Look, let's be honest. The value of his home goes up just because he owned it.
So
it's kind of like when Shaq bought.
Are they taxing
Michael Jackson's
him? Are they
mansion.
taxing him based off what he said his value?
No, that's the thing they're saying. His homeowner's tax is around $18 million, worth of $18 million is what they're saying.
Oh, well, that's state's fault.
Well, yeah, but the state, your taxes doesn't determine what you.
No, it doesn't determine.
So
the
so
value
here you
of what
go.
It's worth.
Because our millage prices around our neighborhood is some number they come up
So
with.
this judge said his home was worth between 18 and 25 million. There is a empty lot that's a quarter of the size of his. That's I think it appraises for 20 million.
All right, here's what they're getting him for. They say the Trump organization told banks his Mar-a-Lago property in Florida is worth $499 million when borrowing money, but then told Palm Beach County that it's worth $27 million when it was assessed for property taxes.
How does the homeowner tell you this?
I'll tell you this: I have never been asked how much taxes I owe.
But that's what you do for property taxes. You go up and you assess, and then they determine what your property value is. Right? It's not the same.
Yeah, they never asked me once.
So just like if you go assess a new vehicle,
our stuff is due in
value.
like 14 days, right?
It was actually due like 6 months ago, but the late is due in like 14 days.
Yes, so like the latest I can do is 14 days.
That's right. Until it's late, it ain't due.
Look,
that's right.
My approach to it is I pay them late. My wife's is it's got to be paid the first day.
Oh, Amanda will say that it's got to be paid.
Your name be in the paper.
Name, that's exactly what she
But
said.
my name, look, I got. You
Don't
know,
nobody look at the paper.
It doesn't matter why my name's in the paper. As long as it's in the paper, except maybe even try.
Hey.
I put my name by Trump. I said, look, I'm going right now on record. My property value is worth $500 million. It's
Terry,
worth more than
I'm
Mar-a-Lago.
going to write to the paper and tell them.
Hey, this is a true story. I had a cousin that he was I don't know, he's on some something, and drove an 18-wheeler through a Hardee's restaurant, killed a couple people.
Daggone.
I know.
That's terrible.
I didn't say it was a good story. I just say I got a story. and my grandmother clipped out the news article where his name was at just so she could see her last name in the newspaper.
Jeez. I don't know.
She clipped everything else but the last name.
I don't know who's worse, your grandma or the.
Hold up. Let me
dude
make
that
sure
goes
I
to
understand
somebody's truck.
correctly.
Holy
Your
crap.
grandmother was not in this article. It had nothing to do with her.
No, she was supposed to be there eating. Thank God she wasn't.
Maybe that's
And
what
why
he was
did she
shooting for.
cut the
Because it had, I'm not gonna use the last name because I had her last her maiden name in the newspaper. It's just she just cut out her maiden name out of the newspaper. It was
Just the name?
Yeah, it was magnetized to the fridge. I walked in one day and said, "Where'd that come from?" She said, "Well, when your cousin ran into that Hardee's, I was like, you mean when he ran in there and killed several people?"
That sounds like a
Oh,
cover
it's
song.
because your cousin's name. Oh my god!
Is this like an alternate to Papa Loves Mama? Is there something?
It
something
was. It was cousin loves meth.
Cousin Loves Meth. That's a bad joke. That's funny as a mug.
I mean, it was like 8 in the morning. I'm surely Gotti wasn't drinking.
Sorry, he was coming off meth. Huh? I mean,
That's
did your cousin make it?
That's messed up.
Oh yeah, he's an ATM lawyer. I mean, he's fine.
thought he
But
meant
no, he made it into jail.
I thought he meant the meth.
No,
He might have cooked
He
it
might
too.
have made that
Made too. Journalists. So Philadelphia. We talked about how last week. I think we talked about it. They had stormed the iPhone store. They had basically stolen from all of these stores downtown.
okay. I'm a dumbass. I thought all those things in the store were just props.
No, they got
No,
real
they're
ones
real.
out there.
You never been to Apple Store?
Yeah, I think everything
works.
locked up.
No,
though.
you can play with those. All of them. They're locked up. You just cut the cord and go with it. Like
Yeah, it's a real phone.
it's a real phone. It's real.
I guess I just walk up and say I want that one.
You thought the Lululemon
Dude,
stuff is fake stuff?
I don't
too?
walk up there and play with the phones. I walk up there and say I'm here for the 14. Give it to me.
What's that store in? There's a store in Mississippi called La La Lime, and they sell like basically the same crap. And you know it's probably the exact same thing.
Except it comes from Temu.
Probably.
Philadelphia, crime in all of these liberal cities. Journalist shot 7 times in his Philadelphia home. 2 days before his murder, Josh Kruger mocked the Dilbert creator Scott Adams' 2020 warning of rising crime. Look, this is only going to get worse, folks.
Is this the guy who the Dilbert guy who was hammering down a race stuff?
Yeah, so
Yep.
I guess that this guy, though, that got shot was basically making fun of him, saying in 2020 that the rise in crime is
I
going to be a
got you.
problem for us.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dilbert got a black eye on that one.
Okay.
New York City advisor on migrant crisis. The federal government needs to do its job. Boy, New York doesn't like having all these migrants, do they?
Turns out when they're at your doorstep, it's a lot different.
I thought they wanted to be all accepting of everyone.
Chief advisor Ingrid Lewis-Martin said the federal government must close the borders. During an interview with Pix 11, more than 100,000 migrants have arrived in New York during the last 2 years. Look, that's a month.
Hey,
at the southern border.
when I speak to my Spanish-speaking friends, I say mucho. It means a lot to them.
That's a good joke.
That's a dad joke. That's a Gary joke.
So-
Oh, for those of y'all that haven't noticed, Gary and Marty's not here tonight.
Me and
I know Marty's. I know you couldn't tell Marty's not here.
me and T actually get made fun of by our family members because when we talk to people at a Mexican
yeah.
restaurant or something, we use our accent.
How else are they going to understand you if you don't use their
They
accent?
also say we have my kids and my wife all the time say you have a hood accent. So like
I do too.
I try to tell them that's my
So
that's my
is it you mean
regular
like
voice.
so you mean like a clan?
No, I grew up in
No.
I grew up in the hood. You know that.
I thought you meant like someone with a hoodie on.
No, we're from Parkin and Earl here. We grew up in the hood. So when you're talking to certain people, like my friends from back home and stuff, I talk slightly different than when I talk to
You say mains
people
and
I don't
men's.
know. Pretty much.
We are from Memphis.
Pretty much.
I just talk. I don't pay no attention how I'm talking.
Hey, dude,
I do know this. I found this out the hard way. So, in the construction industry, when you have a piece of plywood over a opening, you have to write hole, and you have to write it in English and Spanish. Well, apparently you can't write el holo because they get pissed off if you do that.
El Holo.
Yeah, that makes them mad.
So what do you write?
Hoyo.
Oh, El Hoyo?
No, Hoyo.
Hoyo.
El Hoyo would be the hoe.
There be people opening up, looking down there.
Apparently
so.
Let's see what else we got to talk about tonight. Jamie, didn't you have another?
Yeah,
story?
you see where the YouTuber got shot.
Oh, that's right. I do have that up here.
Which YouTuber?
I don't know what his name is. I mean, so the gist of it is this guy is like you see we all see those YouTubers that are doing pranks. Well, this guy's prank was to like get in somebody's face and like kind of yell at him and stick their phone in his face and.
All right, let me tell the story.
Okay.
Tanner Cook is the YouTube prankster's name. He was shot after he kept putting a phone in Alan Colley's face, despite being told to stop. Alan Colley was acquitted of aggravated malicious wounding.
I love
YouTube's prankster.
Love it.
Don't be an idiot.
A DoorDash delivery man who's acquitted of aggravated malicious wounding in the shooting of the YouTube prankster Tanner Cook will still remain behind bars until a hearing contesting the verdict later this month.
So let me give you some perspective here. The YouTuber was he was a good 6'3", 6'4", big fella,
yeah.
Big fella. Him, another guy, and a cameraman. So 3 guys come in on this guy who, let's put it this way, he ain't doing real well on Tinder. He's an awkward looking guy. He's just trying to live his life and go about it.
Yep. People have other issues too.
And they kind of hem him up. He's backing away, get away from me. Finally, and when I tell you what, this dude was like a rattlesnake. It was lightning fast. He's a pop.
They kept pursuing him. He kept what do you?
So
at some point, you're like, man, this is getting like weird.
And as a side note, delivery drivers they. I feel bad saying this next to a former police officer, but their job's more dangerous than police officers. They get shot more than cops do.
So we used to put an undercover pizza man that was a cop and have him just walk through the hood with a pizza box, and he had a gun. Like we had the box set up where you had your gun out, but because people would rob the pizza man all the time. So
yeah, I mean, I could already see he's a delivery guy. He's on edge anyway, and you're getting surrounded by 3 people. I mean, you know what? Leave people alone.
Yeah, stay out of people's face. That's like when these dudes roll up in places that they know are occupied by gangs. Like they look for people standing on a corner. They look for this and that. And then they go up and do that whole, what's up, bro? What's up? Like, man, I hope somebody knocks you out, dude, because you're an idiot. Stop.
Yeah.
Like, I hope they knock him smooth out.
Yeah,
and then they'll be like, it's a joke, it's a joke.
No, you can't.
Some people laugh, and then some dudes are like, man, you're going to kill, dude. Stop.
You can't joke like that.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Stop.
You'll see it all the time on TikTok where there's just one guy that keeps popping up. He'll go into a store and be messing with people, call somebody boy or something like that.
No, you're going to get jacked up.
I think the next time I get pulled over as a joke, I'm going to see how fast I pull my wallet out. Just like, see, it'll be funny. Everybody laugh.
Didn't that happen? Somebody pulled a gun and said they didn't know what happened when they pulled a gun out. You sent me something today, I thought.
There's no telling what I see.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, how about Taylor Swift?
Okay. I got to say this.
Okay, please say it.
I actually feel dumb. I did not know she was as popular as she is.
Oh, she's ridiculous.
I did.
She's worth like billions.
I had no clue. I didn't even know she was still making music.
She switched to pop. You don't listen to country. That's why.
She can do it all, man. She can flat out songwrite. She can sing.
Yeah, she can.
She's like the female version of Michael Jackson. That may be pushing a little far, but
they're about the same color.
It's not too far off, though.
Skin tone similar.
About that.
They kind of favor, actually. Taylor Swift gets stamp of approval from Travis Kelce's mom, Donna, as it's revealed she adores the singer whose friends are happy she found a man who's not in the entertainment industry.
Have you seen the Swifties losing their minds?
I saw a meme that said, Travis Kelce always out here scoring sixes because 6 points for a touchdown.
I saw that.
Look, man,
she's a solid 6, dude.
She's more than that, but
she's the Arkansas 10.
It's based on her being as famous as she is.
Yeah, she's the Arkansas 10.
She's not
10,
a bad looking girl, but it's enhanced because of who she is. That's absolute facts.
Well, like I said, Arkansas 10.
Oh, definitely.
So
I wonder what Hunter Biden would say about that.
Probably not his.
You
type.
saw where the Kelce mom, though, she had 2 games yesterday. Last night she was with Taylor Swift, in New York, but earlier in the day she was in Philadelphia to watch her son play.
Jason's my favorite.
I mine
Jason
too.
Kelce.
Like so, you got one son dating the Taylor Swift, and the other one's making Campbell's Chucky commercials. I mean,
Well, but she was sitting with the
different places, man.
the insurance guy, the State Farm guy.
What's
Oh
she?
yeah, I
Oh
saw
yeah,
that.
yeah. She was sitting with State Farm guy.
Now is this the original or the?
It's
No, it's the new one.
Because he used to be white.
Yeah, he's not anymore.
Yeah.
It's the non-white version.
What's
Jake
his
from
name?
State
Jake.
Farm.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember
Look,
that.
so
It's
they completely
it's the
changed-
non-Caucasian
they
version.
they did the old Disney on him. No Disney change.
switcheroo.
So, but it's like the lady from Uganda. You know they're raising hell about her. The Miss Uganda's white. Yeah, boy, they're pissed.
Is she from Uganda?
Yeah.
I
I mean, I was just glad she's a woman.
All right, I got some great news for you too, though. Jamie, we may have an interesting race. RFK Jr. is going to announce, I think, next week that he's going to run as an independent.
Y'all, I hope he does. I hope he does.
I mean, that's a way to probably get in it. I'm gonna write in Hoggo. Why do we want him to run as independent too?
You don't have to write him in. He's going to be
He
on
could
the
be
ballot.
on the ballot. Well, I would
awesome.
need $35,000 to put him on the ballot. So, seriously.
Oh, is that all?
I
We
think
could do it. We could probably do a.
checker couch cushions and stuff.
No, I was thinking more of a GoFundMe or something.
One of
Put
y'all
Hoggo
better
down.
have a big couch, big old long couch.
You know, I'll say this. I guess I probably haven't beat around the bush. I really don't
You're
want
not known for beating any bush.
Yeah, I know. I really don't want to vote for Trump, but if that's my option, I will. But I would cast my vote as of today. That might change, but I would cast my vote for Kennedy.
So I heard an interesting take on Kennedy, and it was from a guy, Tim Pool. It was a guy. It wasn't Tim. It was the guy he was talking to. I can't remember who that was. It was from Friday night's episode. But he suggested that R.F. Kennedy running might not be as much a benefit for Trump as people are thinking.
Oh, I think he'll siphon votes from
Probably take
Trump.
away from Trump.
Yeah, but he also reminded, and I didn't remember this, the guy, he was a pollster, I guess. He said in 92 when Clinton won, when he beat George H. Bush.
H and Perot.
And Perot ran. Clinton only got 43% of the vote that year.
Yeah.
And was able to pull it off
So-
because the other vote was split.
So here's the thing: if Trump is able to run, I could see it be really tight between Biden, Trump, and Kennedy. If Trump for some reason is not allowed to run, I think Kennedy wins in a landslide.
What does it say about our society that
you're
we
cheating
really
again.
believe Joe Biden can run a viable campaign? That he
I don't
won.
know
The
that-
fact that he won.
I don't know that anyone. I mean, there are people that believe that, but I don't know that anyone believes that anymore. It's just what they want, so it's what they're going to get, and they're going to hype it up everywhere. in the
Look,
media.
there's a guy on TikTok. He goes around and he just walks up and go, Biden or Trump, and all of them, I guess he's in the big city, say Biden, and he asks why.
Why exactly? Give us.
They
a reason. One
They can't
reason.
other than Trump's idiot is what they like to say. And he'll push them a little bit, and they just get mad and leave. Say, there's no change in your mind, but there's far more reason to. You simply ask yourself the question: are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
No.
I would say 3, but 3 was COVID. Actually, I liked the COVID time. I didn't mind.
I ain't lying, dude.
COVID time was kind of.
Dude, I banged during COVID.
You back?
Oh, what?
Absolutely, man. I banked.
Oh, I thought you said banged.
Oh, I banked.
I thought my boy was hitting during COVID. I didn't know what
Hell,
was
no,
going
I
on.
banked.
Oh, you didn't.
He's
bang,
outgrown,
though.
brother.
Dude, we had that damn COVID hospital.
Me and Terry were both like, "What?"
Wait,
Bang?
man, crypto was bumping. Oh, it was
Everything,
banging.
man.
They
It was
brought
like,
they brought all of us salary guys into hourly, and we was working 24-hour shifts
No, heck yeah.
people are uninformed.
on a scale job.
The issue
scale
is
jobs crush
people
too.
need to listen to us because they're uninformed. If they listen to us, we tell them exactly what they needed to know about Uncle Joe. There was a sad moment last week. I don't know if you think 90-year-olds passing is sad. I guess it can be.
hope I
Diane Feinstein, Weekend at Feinstein's. That's a little crude, I guess, huh?
Well, I made a lot of fun with the Queen, so I guess we can we can.
I guess that's true.
Yeah,
She
fine
she has
queen.
passed on. But the real story here is Gavin Newsom didn't waste any time to appoint a successor.
You know about her, don't you?
Yeah, she didn't live in California until 18 days ago.
She doesn't live in California.
Yeah, she does not live in California. She moved there 18 days ago. And her name is LaFonza Butler.
No Fonz. Waka waka. No, that's a
Only 44 years old. She was chosen
That's
on Sunday to
Fozzie.
fill the
Fozzie.
vacancy created
Fozzie.
by the death of Senator Dianne Feinstein.
So I'll say this, and I feel about like Feinstein, like I feel about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Like they were definitely trailblazers. They're also a fine example of what's wrong with our government. Nobody should be in there that long.
No.
She was attractive when she got into office. I mean, think about how long ago that was.
So if you were to go doctor and you find out your doctor's 90 years old.
Yeah, I don't need my doctor checking me for polio.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean,
If you got on a bus or if you got on an airplane, find out your pilot was 90 years old.
I'd be a little. I mean, he's got lots of experience, but I'd be a little concerned.
Yeah.
look, I'm not a fan of
Would you?
experience.
What about
Experience
getting in
don't
the
mean nothing to
car?
me.
You're getting on a bus, and you find out the driver's 90 years old. But we're gonna let this person make all of our decisions in government. Be a major decision maker to spend our billions and billions and billions of dollars. Brad Needham just joined us. Hi, Brad.
What's up, Brad?
I think
Welcome to the patio.
decline hits at a different level for different people. But
Oh, absolutely.
I do think
No doubt.
we need term limits for sure.
I don't think we need term limits. Well, yes, we
Yeah,
need
we
term
need
limits
some
and age limits.
Nothing should be lifetime in government to where you're able to stay in your whole life.
Okay, so I'm torn on the Supreme Court, and I agree. You shouldn't be a lifetime term.
I don't think so either.
Let me take this back. You should get to the point where you die and on the bench.
I think you should be training successors. If you really want your
So
ideology to continue.
I would like for our Supreme Court justice to be elderly and more experienced and wiser,
Definitely older.
but I don't want them to be in their 80s and 90s.
You know what? At least make a good point. Who wants to work until they die? Unless you just have this great job.
Well, I mean, in Feinstein's defense,
I don't.
I'll have to work till I die. I'll be just like Feinstein.
I don't care how good my job is.
Yeah,
I don't
but
wanna
your
work
life's
for
probably not going to be that long.
And look,
Your red sheets
I'll-
and rare breed give it away.
I'll die on the job just because I get a choice.
There, just go ahead. Here, let me just drink the rest of that right there. Just go ahead.
No, look, the world we're in right now, people won't change, but they don't want change. It's, Jared says a mental competency test. That would be a good way to do it.
Well, now, Jerry, we would have no politicians.
Hey, let's talk about something we hadn't talked about in a while.
None.
We've avoided anything transgender in a while.
We ain't talking about transgender while, but
I don't think we've avoided it. We just
Well,
got
it just hadn't been in
burned
the
out.
news. A Maine high school sophomore transgender runner, 16, dominates girls' races and rises to 4th in ranking after coming 172nd while racing as a boy.
He should be disappointed that the best he could do was fourth.
I mean, because we already know I can outrun high school girls
All
right now.
girls.
Oh, come on.
Jamie
You
ca-
said that a year ago, and you still yet to
Jamie
attempt
said
because you
it-
hurt your toe or something.
Jamie said he can outrun and outjump the entire female race. That's basically what Jamie said.
He did.
That's right.
Under
I mean,
the age of...
And apparently I
Too.
can beat them in Miss Universe and stuff.
That's the only one that may be possible, Jamie.
I wonder if
You're very beautiful.
We'll make you into a high flyer. You can be in the chair competition.
Jamie, you got chubbiness going for you too, bro. You would crush it.
We don't think about
Beard,
like the long
chubby.
jump. If I could get my weight going forward, it just like pull me.
There's no gravity pulling you
You do like
forward.
a big sumo dive.
Hold up. Gravity doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it's like if I just take off running, inertia would just
Yeah,
sling
but
my
gravity's
body.
going to work against you, too.
But I'm long jumping, not high jumping.
If you long jump and you're in trouble, because everything about your life short.
Now, that's an interesting
Ain't that don't mean
concept.
long. You know what?
Gary might be able to win
Just a
long
second.
jump.
As a fat guy, I feel offended there's not a short jump.
Short jump.
I'm gonna
What do you do? Not jump at all?
You squat down
you
really
have to leave the
far,
ground.
and then you
Hey.
push up.
Jamie is the only dude we know that has driven a golf ball backwards. That's
Multiple times.
yes, multiple
It's not
times.
one time. It's multiple
I
times.
would like to point out last time we went, I was crushing it though.
He was.
You also threw your putter by accident.
Oh, that wasn't the last time.
No, that was last
two
time.
ago.
Yeah, that's 2 times ago. But last
That's
time I was
funny.
hammering it. I drove the green. Everybody was shot, including me.
All right, folks, if your kids are listening, you send them away. We're going to talk a little bit about Jamie's really favorite story. Missouri teacher on leave after a boss finds OnlyFans account she runs with her hubby.
How'd her boss find it?
Yeah, how you think?
That's what I need to know. Like, how you gonna suspend her for something you're looking
So
at?
this teacher was making $42,000 a year.
On OnlyFans?
No.
Oh.
As a teacher. She supplemented that with an $8,000 a month OnlyFans account.
Bro, why are you teaching?
That's what
I
I'm
asked
saying.
Jamie the same thing when he told me the story.
Look, I hate to know.
I need to go home and have a discussion with my wife.
Look, if that's my options, I'll be like playing with birthday cake with my feet, whatever
Whatever you want.
whatever they need.
I'll bake a birthday cake with my feet, with anything you want. My
What do you
mouth.
think Gary would be doing?
Gary probably sitting there playing video games or
I
something.
know. If Gary had an OnlyFans, it wouldn't be for any reason you think it would be.
No, it would not. Look, it'd just be me in the bathtub, just laying there eating ho-hos and stuff.
Eating eclairs.
Eating
Freaking
eclairs.
nachos on your belly. A little floating tray.
Dude, if I could make $8,000 a year, that's about right. If I could make $8,000 a month doing that,
You'd be lucky to make $8,000 a year.
Look, I can see it now. Fortenberry goes home tonight and says, Charlie, I got an
I
idea.
got an idea.
I'm quitting. I'm calling in the morning. I'm quitting work.
Yeah, man. Look, dude. If you find a way to put it out there and get it in front of enough people, you can do whatever weird thing.
So
you
what
want
if
that'll
what
make
if I do
money.
OnlyFans where I walk up naked and they have to pay for me to put clothes on?
They could just turn the channel.
But they wouldn't
yeah.
join for that. Though.
You're right.
Actually, they might. See how long it takes.
You know, everybody likes looking at a car wreck, and I promise you, I look like a car wreck.
It looked like a little tiny car wreck. Little tiny cars. Like PT Cruisers,
Hugos.
Mini Coopers.
They're like Teslas that need batteries.
They'll think I'm hunting truffles.
You ever seen that little green car? Looks like a P. It's got like 3 wheels. You ever seen it? You hit the brakes too hard, it'll roll.
Tell me like the one Steve Urkel drove?
Kind of the doors on the front.
Yeah, that's what Urkel drove.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
Oh no, we need to consider OnlyFans.
Alyssa said micro minis.
hey, yes, that's right.
James, we could be like the ambiguously gay duo. You remember them? We could
I
dress
do.
up like them. And you could fly me around.
Was
on
that
your
Saturday
back.
Night Live?
Yes, it was
Yeah,
ambiguously
Saturday Night
gay duo. You couldn't get. They couldn't
So
get away with
funny,
that.
man.
It was Ace and Gary.
It was so funny.
Asa Gary.
Ace and Gary.
Oh, that was their names.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
You don't remember that?
Comedy used to be so good, man. Now it's
Well, it used
there
to
are
make
few
fun of
people that
everybody.
Can still get rid of or get away with all of it. What's the young dude's name?
Young Dolph.
No, the comedian.
Young Dolphin.
Yeah, Young Dolph can get away with anything right now.
I ever
'cause
tell
he's
y'all my
gone.
Young Dolph story?
No.
No.
All right, my father, 80-year-old father, he doesn't need to be running for office either. He's watching the news when Young Dolph was killed. And look, I didn't even really hardly know who Young Dolph was. He sure the hell didn't. He calls my brother. He goes, "Oh, man, they got him." And my brother said, "Oh, no, got who? Young Dolphin. They got Young Dolphin. They killed him buying some cookies in Memphis." Judge said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Young Dolphin. They shot him and killed him. I can't believe they did that, man."
Hey, so we've skipped over the biggest story of the 30 years.
That's a big Memphis story, though.
Tupac.
Oh,
Yeah, they
man, we
arrested him.
did.
Look, I called my wife when I found out. I was like, I hope
My
you're sitting
wife
there.
knows how much I love Tupac. She's the first person that told me.
I mean,
Have y'all seen the dude that says he's Tupac?
I could say
It's
I'm
Charlie
Tupac.
Murphy, wasn't it?
Ain't
Well, no,
none of
I don't even know that he says he's Tupac, but like he could pass for Tupac. He's about the right age. All this stuff. You have what Suge Knight or whatever his name is.
I have
Suge
seen the
Knight.
people that they think were the ones on the Challenger.
Oh, now that was freaky.
That is freaky.
That's
Challenger.
freaky. Now I don't know if it's
Oh,
real
well,
or
they're-
not. Oh
they
yeah, no.
all happen to have twins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
pretty freaky.
So, okay, anybody that is old enough to remember the Challenger, there's a video that has surfaced where they discuss, like, almost everybody on the ship had a twin.
No,
Or
everyone had a
a
twin.
doppelganger of some type.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And they all went on to have very, very
Similar careers.
prolific careers in different places.
It's worth a look.
Sometimes without having degrees to get on the
look,
right job.
I think as far as Tupac's concerned, the last living suspect in the 1996 drive-by shooting of Tupac Shakur was indicted in Las Vegas on a murder charge. So they waited till everybody died except for the last dude that might actually know, and they arrested him.
All right, that seems a little suspicious, but all right.
I don't know about that one. I don't know if Tupac, I don't know.
You know what? We need to get into some.
I think he put a hit out on himself.
They should have kept Pac around. He could have faked his death. I don't know. But they should have kept, the whole
that was my favorite rapper.
Machiavelli thing at the end.
Illuminati, all through your body, or like 12-gauge shot.
Like a 12-gauge shot.
All through your body. Come with me. Hell, man. I had to watch myself.
It's kind of funny, though, how we both were like.
Yeah, like, oh, pull it back.
Jared says, doesn't Tupac have like 9 posthumous albums? Isn't that a red flag? Yes, it is.
It is.
You know who we hadn't seen in a while? Oh, Al, Black Flag Militia. We're going to give him a shout.
Yeah, I need to reach out to Al, yeah.
Which we've been later the last couple of weeks. We've been running into.
Yeah, I was like, man, he's probably in bed by 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Look, I think that's it, boys.
I think so.
It wasn't much to it tonight, but it's Monday. We still brought you what you love to hear. Thank y'all for stopping by. If y'all listening live, don't forget the actual podcast drops tomorrow morning. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, give us a like. Go tell us if you like us. I'm going to play us out, maybe, with our theme music, our exit music.
Should have played some Tupac to take us out tonight.
It's too late. I wouldn't have.
It's too late.
Father Fortenberry, little part words.
Yeah, hey, anybody watched the Chiefs game last night? They ruined my bet. Look, the NFL rigged. You heard it here first. Not first.
If you watch Toy Story, you'd know that anyway. DW, part words.
If anybody cares, my favorite Tupac song is Dear Mama.
Dear Mama Solid.
Yeah, if you happen on Saturday on ESPN Plus or Disney to watch the NFL game, then you know for sure it's all rigged. Look, like us, love us, whatever you do, don't run off.
I'm living in the clouds and I ain't gonna fall. Somebody done saved this outlaw.